Hey Leos, welcome to my channel Intuitive Tarot Empath. I'm Robin and this is your general reading for July 2017. In the event that this does or does not resonate with you, go check out your videos for your sun, moon, and or rising signs so you can get the most amount of information about the energies that are following you throughout July. These are energies that could have been with you since the end of June and they could follow you into the first 2 weeks of August. So with that said, I'm going to shuffle the cards with your energies in mind. We're going to pull some cards and see what comes up for you guys. All right, so Leo. So Leo, July 2017. What's going on for Leos? And for those Leos that are July babies, happy birthday to you guys. All right, Leo. So I think we have about 3 more shuffles. And 1 more should do the trick. All right, so Leo. That middle one. And we have the Page of Wands in reverse. So this could represent you because it's a fire sign or another fire sign that you're dealing with. So Sagittarius, Leo, Aries. Crossing you is the Ace of Cups. Underneath we have the 7 of Wands. We have the 2 of Pentacles, the Hierophant in reverse, the Devil in reverse. Interesting. The 4 of Pentacles, the 8 of Swords in reverse, the Ace of Swords in reverse, and finally the Queen of Wands in reverse is the outcome. So let's check out what's on the bottom of this. So I feel like for most of you Leos, this month is about work. Obviously, it's something that you're emotionally tied to because we do have the Ace of Cups here, and underneath the King of Pentacles, we have the 8 of Cups. So something tells me that you guys are kind of at the peak. Some of you Leos are at the peak of where you're going to be in your current professions, or like... yeah, you're kind of at the top. Or if it's not with your profession, whatever it is that you're doing, you're kind of at the top of your game. It's almost like you've tapped out. Like there's no place beyond it that you can go. But it's not that you're unhappy with it. In fact, you know, you've gained a lot from this and there's been a lot of abundance. But I think that there's going to be new offers and opportunities for you that are going to make you... some of you Leos are going to be walking away from this job because it's like there's no upward mobility, there's no place to go, so now I gotta go. And your intuition is telling you that it's kind of time to, you know, time to move away from this. It's still something that you're emotionally connected to, so it's hard to walk away from, but, you know, something's guiding you on into the future. What's my next move? And you're going to be getting offers out of nowhere. You know, I know that this is a general reading and some of you Leos are looking for love relationship advice. I'm going to be talking about this in terms of work just because, you know, we have we have Pentacles, we have Wands, and we have Swords. We only have 1 cup. So really, you know, if you want to just listen to this as a general reading and you can apply it to your situation, but I'm going to be talking about this as though it's a work reading, just because there, you know, that's kind of what's coming up for a lot of Leos this month. So we have offers coming out of nowhere, and that actually may be what it is that allows you to feel as though it's safe for you to walk away from something. So, with a relationship, this could be that you are kind of outgrowing. For some of you Leos, this could be that you're outgrowing the relationship that you're in. And so you're kind of, it's not going to move forward anymore. There's no place else for it to go. And so you decide to walk away because you know that there's something else for you out there. Same with work. There's no more advancement, so it's time for me to move forward. And this is saying that once you do move forward, we have the Eight of Wands. So, the Eight of Cups, Eight of Wands, you walk away and all of a sudden all of these offers are coming out of nowhere. Offers of love, offers of job. And here we have the moon, which is just saying that, and especially with, I believe it's tomorrow, we have a full moon. The full moon saying that a lot is going to be illuminated for you. So, with all of these offers, really look at them honestly. Look at them, really consider what's being offered to you, because there's going to be some secrets uncovered, some things that are illuminated for you guys. And it's stuff that you might not have seen before. So if it hadn't have been, and I know that I keep stuttering over this, but I'm thinking about the Eight of Wands in conjunction with this, and it's just saying that whatever it is that you need to find out about these new opportunities is going to come out of nowhere. It's going to seem messages, finding messages or finding out things about something that you weren't necessarily thinking you were going to find out because you didn't know that it was there to see. So the moon is just saying that secrets are going to be uncovered, things that were hidden are going to be illuminated. But ultimately you are going to make a decision. You are going to sign the contract. You are going to pick the partner. There is going to be a commitment made on your part that then takes this new opportunity to a new level. And what's great is that, all of these cards these are all cards from the bottom of the deck. They're all upright. So it's saying that in time, in a fairly, short, unhesitant amount of time, you're going to be making these decisions. And what's so great is that Leos, you guys are not going to dawdle when it comes to making the decision. It's going to kind of be boom, 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 that you feel as though there's no place left for you to go. You leave, there's messages, you start uncovering the, hidden secrets about these different opportunities that you have. You choose one, and that's it. We have here the Page of Wands. So I think that some of you have already started putting your feelers out, and that's what this is, the Page of Cups. But it's all happening very slowly, because I think that you're sad that you have to leave this job. It's, or leave this relationship. It's something that you're very emotionally invested in, but I think that for some of you Leos, you've already started putting your feelers out. You're looking at the past, you're realizing that the Hierophant is the card of marriage and contracts and all that kind of stuff. And so you're looking at the past and you're saying, you're looking at the Hierophant card and you're saying, I don't know that that's where we're going with this. I'm never going to reach that position at this job. I'm not going to reach that level with my relationship with this person. So this is saying that perhaps you're learning from the past, you're putting your feelers out into the world, but it's causing you a little bit of pain and disappointment with the Ace of Cups in reverse, just saying that feeling as though your cup maybe is spilled over a little bit. You're seeing the new opportunity, but it's hard for you to embrace it completely or run toward it openly, because this is something that you're emotionally connected to. This is something that you don't want to let go of. But you see the new opportunity and you know that it kind of behooves you to move toward it. Underneath we have the Seven of Wands. So I think that for some of you Leos, this is about kind of leveling up. You'll notice that he's on a rock that's higher than where the rest of the wands are. So this is a person who's a very hard worker. I feel like this is you. You know, sevens are about, in astrology, are about contracts and relationships, marriages, friends, enemies, business partnerships, that kind of thing. So this is saying that like you've done a lot of work to get yourself to where you are. And, you know, you've just worked super hard. And sometimes it even feels like you've gone it alone. But it's not anything that you ever felt begrudgingly about. It was just kind of like, that's what you did. Like, I'm working on this project. Nobody's here to help me. Like, I'm just going to do it. And I think that your efforts have been rewarded as much as they could possibly have been, but the problem is it's blocked now. So the Hierophant in reverse is saying kind of like you've gone as far as you can go with this relationship or with this work situation. And so, you know, it's caused, I don't think it's caused a conflict for you. I think it just kind of like was a realization that you had that like, And I think that you are starting to do things in a way that you traditionally would not have done them before. Because the Hierophant is also about tradition. And obviously, if he's in reverse, then the Hierophant is about doing something that you wouldn't normally have done. So, you know, if you know, this could just be about breaking away from the relationship. This is about deciding to move away from the job, because you feel that block. You've worked really hard and you've, you know, done all you can, and now you're kind of at the peak, like we said before. You can't go any further. So you've decided to put the feelers out into the world, even though it disappoints you to have to do so. You know, and if this is about a relationship, you know, it could even be that you were just talking to friends about what you should do next. I don't know. You know, I don't mean to upset some of you Leos. I'm not saying that this is all of you, but I think that for some of you Leos, especially with the devil here, you have the Hierophant on one side and the devil on the other side. Goodness gracious, I'm sorry. My phone keeps going off like right next to my camera. For some of you, I think that before you decide to end the relationship for good, I think that some of you are messaging back and forth with either people from the past, because he is looking at the past. Maybe there was, you know, a one that got away situation that you're currently talking to and wondering if it's going to work with them. You know, it could be that you've put yourself in the world of online dating and you're just kind of testing the waters, but it's nothing that you're actually, like, you're not acting on it. I don't see, because you're still so heartbroken or disappointed in the fact that this didn't move forward in the way you wanted it to, that I don't see you really acting on it. But there's hope. It's giving you hope. And what's great is that, you know, we have the Two of Pentacles here, and the Two of Pentacles is just saying that you're in a place right now where you're trying to get yourself back into balance. You are looking for money. You're looking at a place where you can grow and learn, and I think that this is the, you know, you're trying to look for the place where you want to retire, if this is a work reading for you, or if this is a relationship reading. This is the, you know, you're trying to look for the person that you want to spend the rest of your life with. I mean, we have the Hierophant here, and this is two, so this is about communicating with the universe what it is that you want, communicating with people what your intentions are. This is the amount of salary that I want. This is the kind of job growth that I want. This is the kind of job security that I want. You know, with a partnership, this is how I want to proceed into the future. These are my goals. This is what I want. So there's a lot of communications coming from Leos, and if you haven't been, this is telling you to do that. Even though you might be going through a rocky period of time right now emotionally, as would be suggested by the water in the background, just saying that, like, you know, the ocean has waves and it's beautiful, but it can also be difficult to navigate. But, you know, you're still kind of putting things into balance. And so, you know, when you start to feel out of balance, this is just saying to check in with yourself and realize that, you know, you do have everything in the place that it needs to be in right now. And so it's just your emotions that get out of whack, but you can control that. and, you know, to keep communicating with the universe and with the people in your life what it is that you want from them. So also, if you are one of those Leos who hasn't been completely honest with your partner, your romantic partner, about what it is that you want from the relationship or what it is that you're looking for the future, I think that this is telling you that July is going to be the time for you to do that. There's kind of a portal opening up for you to be honest about it. And if you don't want to be with this person, then you need to tell them that. And, you know, because it's going to open up for you the opportunity to find long-term love in like a real, true way, but you're still looking for it. So we have here the Devil card. So I think that, like I said, for some of you, this is going to be, you know, if there is kind of going behind, and actually this card came up on the bottom of the deck, and I didn't say anything about it because I didn't think that it meant anything for you guys, but in fact it does. So this is like the sneaking around card. So it's the Seven of Swords. The Seven of Swords is kind of like sneaking around. So your heart might be in the relationship, but mentally you're not. You know, so this is about messages back and forth with someone who your partner doesn't know about. It could also be that your partner is doing this to you. But I think that more so it's about Leo's kind of, you know, emotionally sticking around, but mentally kind of straying. And this is the same with the job too, that it's like, you know, maybe you haven't told your boss yet that you want to move forward. So you're just kind of sneaking around, sending out your resume. And like I said before, sevens are all about contracts. So, you know, friends, enemies, relationships, marriage, that kind of stuff. So the Two of Pentacles is really telling you to communicate your honest feelings, because that's what's going to lead you into long-term happiness, satisfaction, and balance. And here we have the Devil in reverse. So I think that a lot of you are going to be communicating what it is that you want to the people in your life. And so you're not going to have to rely on your vices to make you, like, I don't want to say happy, like relying on your vices to make you happy, but it's more so relying on your vices to help you out of situations that you perceive as emotionally or mentally difficult. So it's like, you know, I'm stressed out, I'm going to go for a drink, but then one drink turns into a bottle of wine, turns into 2 bottles of wine, turns into you passed out on the couch. You know, if you're emotionally connected to someone, but you're mentally disconnecting from them, the Devil represents, you know, cheating. You know, how am I going to deal with how I'm feeling? I know I'm going to step out and see what else is out there, you know, just to test the waters. So this is saying that you are going to step away from those behaviors. You know, if it's about being kind of sneaky, you're going to start to be honest. You're going to walk away from, you know, those kind of, it's because it's not manipulative. You're not meaning to manipulate anybody. In fact, there's nothing about this that sees you as, like, you're very well intentioned, and it's really just a matter of like, I don't want to hurt anybody's feelings, and like I still am invested emotionally in the situation that I'm in, but like what else is out there, because this doesn't work. And I feel like you guys are at a place where, you know, you've worked so hard to get where you are, and you're afraid to mess it up. Like, you're afraid to walk away from it and then turn around and be like, oh God, that was a bad idea. So I think that for a lot of you, it's going to be, this month is about communicating your thoughts, your feelings, your ideas. And this is going to be about moving forward. And I think that for a while, because there is this feeling of kind of hitting the peak and about feeling as though there's no place else to advance. And I think that you are going to communicate your thoughts and feelings to either a certain person that you work with, or, you know, the person that you're in a relationship with. And I think that for a while, you're going to hold on to that relationship. You're going to hold on to that job. You're going to keep it close to your chest, because I think that that person is going to tell you things that you want to hear. And I think that, you know, that person is going to, you're just going to see the relationship differently. You're going to value it differently. So you're going to, you know, and whether it's the job or the relationship, you're going to value it differently. You're going to see it differently. You're going to hold on to it a little bit tighter. You know, maybe you'll even chastise yourself and say, you know, how could I have ever thought of giving this up? We have such a happy home. We've invested so much in this. You know, I need to really keep it close to my chest. But what's going to ultimately end up happening is the Eight of Swords. I think that you're going to realize that it doesn't work for you, that in fact this is kind of a little too binding for you. You might even figure this out by August. You know, so we could have here the fourth week of July, you know, or throughout July until the fourth week of July, you're kind of holding on to this relationship with someone, or you're holding on to this job. And then by August, which is the 8th month, you're realizing that this in fact doesn't work, that it is more a mental strain than anything else, that, you know, you're not as connected to it as you thought you were. You kind of put your blinders on in the hopes that, you know, if I don't look around, if I don't want anything else, then I can stick with what I have. But, you know, I really think that with the Eight of Swords and the Eight of Cups, you're going to be walking away from this situation because you're going to see the opportunity for a better one. You know, and I do see something better for you, something that turns into marriage, something that gives you, you know, a higher position in the, you know, gives you room for growth. So the Ace of Swords in reverse is just saying that, like, I think that for a lot of you, the thing that's holding you back is that there won't be an opportunity, that you're scared that you're just going to kind of, you know, have let go of this and then nothing new will have come in. But what the universe is telling you is that, in fact, there is something new coming in. That's why the Ace of Swords came up. That's why the Ace of Cups is here, because there's new opportunities surrounding you. You just don't see them. That's what that Eight of Swords is. And then in the outcome position, we have the Queen of Wands. And the Queen of Wands, even though she's in reverse, is saying that, like, you might not be ready to move now, but you will be. You will be at some point. So this is just going to take a little time to achieve. I would even say that this is by, like, once again, by August. Like the beginning of August, you'll be ready to move, because Leo is a fire sign. Wands are fire energy, and the beginning of August is Leo energy. So I think that you need to trust your intuition. I think that you need to remain grounded, like that King of Pentacles. You know, she's looking to the past, and she's looking to learn from, you know, mistakes and decisions made in the past. So I think that you're going to be hanging on to the past a little bit once you move forward, but you will be moving forward. And this is saying that, like, you might have to, it's not leveling down, but it's kind of like realigning yourself with your truth, because you're kind of putting blinders on and pretending to be or to want something that you don't really want because you don't want to hurt anybody's feelings. And so the Queen of Wands is saying that by August, you're realigning yourself with your truth. And it feels a little bit uncomfortable, but it's in the effort that you are going to be upright. Like, you are going to be the best version of yourself. You are going to be in balance. Okay, so let's see more about that Queen of Wands. What's her deal? What does she have to say to us? Oh, okay. Yeah, this is very interesting. So 2 cards fell out. So I think that you're going to make the decision to walk away, and you guys are going to beat yourself up a little bit for it. But there's no reason to do that, because there's isolation, there's struggle. But let's see what, one more card. I just need one more card to clarify. Wow. No. Okay, I'm falling out. Alright. So the final card, I like it. That's a very interesting little story this tells. Like I said, this goes into everything that I just said before. So we have the tower, the scythe, and the house. And that's how they fell out. So, and I say that because your first home is the tower. So I think that the reason why the Queen of Wands is in reverse is because you feel bad about having walked away from this situation. You feel bad for maybe even how you left things. So even if that, like, remember how the moon came up on the bottom of the deck? So it could even be that your significant other or your boss finds out that you're reaching out to other people, and it's your secrets that get illuminated, and then they move away, you apologize, you know, things work themselves out, and then you end up walking away anyway. And I think that this kind of, you know, speaks of your guilt over the situation, you know, isolating yourself and feeling as though you kind of just need to be on your own for a little bit. And it's kind of a self-imposed isolation. But it's a 19, 1 and 9 are 10, 1 plus 0 is 1, which means that this is a new beginning for you, which is super, super exciting, like I said, because you are not necessarily right now aligning with your core values. You're aligning with those of this guy. You're aligning with the core values of an earth sign, a Taurus, a Virgo, a Capricorn. And now you're trying to get back into that kind of fire energy. What did I tell you before? The scythe, this is a 10. 1 plus 0 is 1. So you're being asked to really, this is a new beginning for you, and it's going to be a difficult struggle. This is about, you know, the struggles and hardships that we face. And so I do think that this is going to be about, you know, trying to overcome those hardships, you know, seeing how far you've come. But at the end of all of this is the happy home, which is fantastic. So now it's about, once you've come out of this period of struggle and sadness, and once you've gotten yourself back into balance, and you've, you know, been honest with yourself about what you want, you've been honest with the people around you about what you want, it creates a happier home for you, where you can invite more people into it. You can invite more abundance. So, I mean, it's absolutely great. It's like you kind of start out with the tower as your home, and then you end up with, you know, that happy home. That's what you're being asked to do. You're being asked to, you know, because the home is all about values, right? It's all about, it's all about our values. It's all about, you know, what we're most aligned with. And so align yourself with your truth. Align yourself with your truth, Leo. Whatever your truth is. Nobody, you can't live your life for other people. And I think that that's what you've been doing. And you want to move up in the world. And you know that you can't move up if you stay where you are. And so you've been sticking around almost as a service to, like, other people. You know, that other people have been saying, oh, don't break up with that person, or don't leave that job. You know, so I think that you have been listening to other people's voices, maybe even your own guilt over a situation. And this is all saying that, you know, shut them down. You can't live for them. 9 of Abundance. Yes, this is one of my favorite cards. The 9 of Abundance, as the final message for the reading, is the 9 of Pentacles and the Rider-Waite Tarot deck. So we have Life is wonderful. Your hard work and dedication to your dreams will provide you with great peace and contentment. Take time to enjoy quiet moments of reflection and leisure. Feel free to buy yourself small, luxurious gifts. You've earned the financial security and independence you now enjoy. So that's where this wants to take you. And in fact, sorry, I'm just looking for something in here. So, where's the little book? So I'm going to read you the 9 of Abundance message in the book, but I'm also going to read you the 10 of Action card, which kind of flipped out a little bit before, and then I put it back in. But I think that, you know, there's a reason why it flipped out. That was my bad for doing that. So the 9 of Abundance says, your hard work and dedication to your dreams has brought you to a place of peace and contentment. Now you can enjoy quiet moments of reflection and leisure. You're encouraged to gift yourself with little luxuries. After all, you earned it. Take some time to just dwell in happy solitude. You've accomplished so very much. Relax and ponder what would make you happy to focus on next. This is a good time to consider becoming self-employed, doing something that you love. This card indicates financial security, feeling joyfully independent, and the inner satisfaction that comes from being a success while also being a good person. Bravo. Additional meanings of this card: a renewed interest in spiritual growth, having absolute confidence in yourself, an appreciation for luxury and refinement, and getting away from it all. So the other card that I wanted to read for you, I couldn't find the actual card for it, but I'm going to read you the message from the book. So it was the 10 of Action, which is the 10 of Wands in the Rider-Waite Tarot deck. So you're working too hard. It's very important to balance your career with your personal life. Ask for help from those around you so that all the responsibility isn't on your shoulders. You're overextended and under a great deal of pressure. It's time to lighten the load you're carrying and spend more time taking care of you. It's possible you're trying too hard to please others. Remember that you must love yourself before you can fully love someone else. Release any emotional burdens you're carrying by forgiving yourself and others. Additional meanings of this card: darkness before the dawn, never saying no, all work and no play, stress-related illnesses. So I think that you're really being asked, Leo, this month to realign yourself with your truth and, you know, to get yourself back in balance, back in order, and to move forward with what's going to do those things for you. So if it means walking away from something that no longer serves you because you need to be the best, highest, most balanced version of yourself, then you are being energetically supported to do that this month and into the month of August. You're going to be much happier when you do it. All right, Leo, I think that you have an awesome July ahead of you. I hope that you enjoyed this reading as much as I enjoyed doing it for you. If you have any comments or would like to tell me what's going on in your life, I'd love to hear it. So you can leave a comment in the comment section below, or you can email me at intuitivetarotempath@gmail.com. Or if you want a personal reading, I'd love to work with you. You can check out my website, intuitivetarotempath.com. And yeah. I think that you guys have an awesome July ahead of you. I look forward to hearing from you, and I'll see you guys in August. Bye.